right. This next topic is a funny topic to me. Funny, but actually inspiring. It has to do with Wike. I have the video, but I don't want to because it was a video that it was a sensational video all over the net where he boarded a private jet. I don't know if that jet belongs to him. I don't know who owns the jet. I'm not privy to that. I don't know. I doubt if he has the money to own a private jet. It's not that about that, but I don't know if it's not if it is not if he doesn't have one, it's probably is for the optics. He's trying to protect, probably to keep him away from the optics, like to project to the public. But if the private jet is his, of course he stole enough money from River State, enough to actually get him a private jet. So, but he was on this plane. Obviously, it was his voice. I think I watched where he was giving testimony in the church. He wasn't in the church, so he actually confirmed that it was his voice. It was him. That the aircraft developed fault, and this man was just crying and shouting to God in prayer. When I watched, it was funny to me, and at the same time, it actually I read a message in that, and that's why I'm making that's the message behind what he just the way he acted is what the reason behind this topic, why I'm taking it on this platform, on this episode. First, I laugh because this is a man that is all over the place, boasting and threatening everyone, hell and brimstone, to bring down hell and brimstone on anyone that criticizes him. This is someone who has always behaved, have always pretended to be God, acted like God, and spoke like God. He's been so proud and arrogant, so full of himself. He behaved like as someone who actually has the power to keep his life. Look at how vulnerable can people like this be? How weak can they be in a situation, a challenging situation like this, in a scary situation like this? This is how you know people who are courageous. This is how you know people who deserves to be respected. Remember Donald Trump's case? What happened when he was shot? Even while he was still bleeding, even while with the security personnel, security agents were actually covering him, trying to press him down to protect him from the second bullet, possible second bullet that the shooter may be shooting at him. This man was not, he bulldozed his way and found his way. He muzzled his way through this large number of security agents that were covering him, and found his way to poke his head into more danger, exposing himself to more danger, to the possible second bullet that the shooter could have shot at him. And at that point, the shooter could have gotten him right in the head. That's when you know who has what it takes to lead. That's how to know who is truly, sincerely a courageous person. Donald Trump, that was even when he won so many hearts. I've always loved Donald Trump from the day he declared his intention to run in 2016. But for some people who never liked him, that was the day he attracted more followership, higher followership. Because they saw that courage in him. They saw that resilience. They saw that fighting spirit in him. They saw a man that was ready to actually die for what he believes in, for the country he believes in. Now juxtapose it to someone like Wike, who actually was confronted with the possibility of dying. Honestly, that prayer Yes, he was praying to God. He depended on God. There's no doubt about it. That's another message there. He depended on God. As big as an arrogant and proud as he was, he still depends on God. There's no doubt about it. But that's not, honestly, that prayer you had was the prayer of someone, of prayer of fear, not prayer of confidence. It was a prayer of fear. So the prayer from someone who was completely overwhelmed, enveloped in or entrenched in fear. Fear. That prayer exuded a kind of someone projected someone who just saw himself literally going down to the grave and just thought of what he was about losing in his entire life, his wealth, his affluence, his opulence, his influence. Everything was just going down the drain. That was the prayer of someone who was scared to lose everything. Coward. It's a coward. People like that do not deserve to be a leader, not to talk of our leader. They don't. He's a coward. And this is a message to people like anyone, people in position of power and authority, in the position of influence, opulence and affluence, all the flances, all these flances. This is a message to you that your life is useless. You do not have power to keep your life. Therefore, you should be humble. Learn to be humble. Learn to be humble, because this life, there is nothing in this life. You can lose everything, all the influence, all the opulence, everything you've got in this life within a twinkle of an eye. Just like this, you lose it. So humble yourself. Humble yourself. Treat your fellow human beings with respect. Treat your office, the office you occupy, with a level of humility and tolerance. Calm down. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Learn to do the right thing and do it the right way.